Hi, I'm Nick Mason, inventor and founder of Barball.
Hi, I'm Emily King and I'm an elite paddleboarder and coach.
I came up with the idea for Barball when I was looking for an exercise to work my core. Many exercises obviously are there, but what really made me think was paddling. Paddling, canoeing, all of those activities have to use the core. And therefore, I wondered if I could produce something that is paddling, but not paddling on the sea, but paddling on land.
Nick introduced me to the Barball, which is a really useful piece of training equipment. It gives me the option to be able to paddle whilst I'm dry on land. It's absolutely brilliant because it stores in my car or in a cupboard in the house, and all I need is a small area to be able to train with.
Last year, for example, there was some considerably inclement weather, November, December. Emily had a Barball, which she was using to practice with and also to iron out any faults. Emily, how did you get on?
It was absolutely brilliant. It gave me a really good half-hour to 40-minute workout, and I felt like I'd been out on the ocean paddling. It really engaged all my core, my legs, my ankles, my balance, and of course my shoulder rotation, all key skills for being able to paddle. I also introduced it to my exercise class, which was great fun. It was really well received, actually. And the feedback that they gave me was that, yes, it really did make them think about their core, their balance, and their understanding of movement. And some of these people weren't even paddlers.
But you would say, being an elite paddleboarder, that it does mimic the action of a paddling.
Absolutely. It brings elements of a paddle stroke into dry land, which for me is really important, especially when I'm trying to get fit in the winter or have minimal time to be able to access the water.
What I particularly liked is the fact that I know a lot of people are afraid of falling into the water at the start of learning to paddleboard, and this gives one the opportunity to learn how to use the strokes correctly so that you don't injure yourself, and then you can get on the paddleboard and hopefully by that time you're accustomed to the action and you can paddleboard with confidence.
I have to say, as a coach, that's really important because we do tend to do a bit of dry land stuff before we get onto the water. And if I'm on the water with 6 people and it's windy, my voice gets tired really quickly. So having the option to be able to coach people on dry land and for them to experience and feel what that paddle stroke should feel like is absolutely key to their experience as well.
That's great. And of course, there are all kinds of people that will be using the Barball, different heights, different strengths, and we've tried to cater for all of that. The adjustability of the handle caters for height. The springs inside are can mimic the action of going through the water, and the resistance of the ball can be altered depending on how particularly strong you are or how hard an exercise you want to have.
And that, again, one of the features I've really enjoyed is as I've progressed with my training, I've introduced other pieces of fitness equipment such as a balance board and resistance band, which has just enhanced that experience and that fitness training for me. But still, with minimal equipment, not a lot of space, which is perfect.
Yes, I think that's great. And I mean, I did always envisage people using some kind of wobble cushion or just something slightly unstable to help you with your balance. And again, as we all know, as you get older, balance is what you need to avoid those dreadful falls as one gets older.
Absolutely. And just to say as well that it's been great having it in the hands of 18-year-olds, but I have put it in the hands of 70-plus seniors, and they've enjoyed it just as much.
I think that's it. Hopefully, it's fun. It's enjoyable to do. You don't have to go at it like a mad bull, but concentrate on the strokes that you're doing, and you can feel it actually going through your body. You can feel it within your core, and that is what I was hoping to achieve.
Yeah, it's been a really good piece of equipment, and I'm really glad that I've got it in my quiver of training here.
Thank you, Emily, for all your help in actually making this invention work.